I will share top stories in the week, part one. No, you share top stories in the week. In summer, just it can go this week. I will share this week, starting from Monday. Monday, no, Chairman Wontumi was released by Yoko after saying they detaining for 6 days. Chairman Wontumi was released. Now, by Amanfobi Astre Chairman Wontumi pa wokru say na Chairman no. Now, not to show the power, Ninano, Chairman Wontumi echo, ye detainino, Yangelino, ye detainino, for 6 days, Chairman Wontumi, say, ne swat.
Yes, I'm a high hotel. Please. A high hotel, yes, Remo. People are here. Please.
Chairman Wontumi aye basa. Chairman Wontumi swat ye ankasa. What the ankasa cancer man na say. Chairman Wontumi swat in Chairman Wontumi was granted bail in this week. This week he has a special prosecutor, so ebe pronounce Kenneth Nana Ofori-Atta, aka Ken Ofori-Atta, former finance minister of Ghana, OSP, Office of the Special Prosecutor. Ebeka say was also declared wanted.
Ofori-Atta's conduct is totally unacceptable and a baleful spite at law enforcement and criminal investigations. It ends here. It ends today. We will no longer accommodate him. Consequently, the OSP redeclares that Mr. Ofori-Atta is a wanted person and a fugitive from justice. His name is hereby re-entered on the OSP's list of wanted persons. The OSP will take all necessary legal steps to secure Mr. Ofori-Atta's return to the jurisdiction and to answer to the criminal inquiries against him. In pursuance of this, about 30 minutes before this briefing, I triggered processes for the issuance of an Interpol red notice for the location and provisional arrest of Mr. Kenneth Ofori-Atta, pending extradition or his surrender. Around the same time, I dispatched a request for extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction.
O declared wanted, one declared wanted Wagana, the whole wide world. And or then the two red notice Interpol for until you call red notice Interpol for no wana. Interpol red notice Kenneth Ofori-Atta din edawa si idea Ken Ofori-Atta menu ka say he's wanted or the Interpol red notice so just say we are seeing na ehwehwe no ntino I know see a story back about this week. Yeah, Tina Busia, we know Kasa Ken Ofori-Atta, former finance minister. Nidianka Sanka say shatim Adakam Kenneth Nana Ofori-Atta. And the office of the special prosecutor, led by Kisi Ejabeng, I declared wanted. Edinato Interpol red notice so. Enti the whole wide world will be a say or a fugitive of criminal. Sisiano, Omra no Mijinano, Ewo Ensembia, Esium, Abusia, way back 20 February, and I declare no wanted first one. You declare no wanted first one, and who sent by the lawyers, actually by say only free wanted list and so now. My client in show up. According to the office of the special prosecutor, Kenneth Nana Ofori-Atta, ne lawyers and so show up be ma to say time on what the man they say no question on yare no show up no 2 days to say time on the best no so be catch and say okoye surgery. And office of the special prosecutor say no, they cannot contain this. They cannot entertain it. It is over.
Ofori-Atta's conduct is totally unacceptable and a baleful spite at law enforcement and criminal investigations. It ends here. It ends today. We will no longer accommodate him. Consequently, the OSP redeclares that Mr. Ofori-Atta is a wanted person and a fugitive from justice. His name is hereby re-entered on the OSP's list of wanted persons. The OSP will take all necessary legal steps to secure Mr. Ofori-Atta's return to the jurisdiction and to answer to the criminal inquiries against him. In pursuance of this, about 30 minutes before this briefing, I triggered processes for the issuance of an Interpol red notice for the location and provisional arrest of Mr. Kenneth Ofori-Atta, pending extradition or his surrender. Around the same time, I dispatched a request for extradition processes to be instituted for the provisional apprehension in any jurisdiction. This extradition to the Republic.
Abusia this week here, and a betu so say the Bank of Ghana. This week here, and a betu just said the Bank of Ghana. LUC 45% of its 4.62 billion Ghana cedi cedar or they start a year good for oil. No. It's good for oil now. Dr. Mahmoud Baomia, launching in the year 2023. Our Becatcher say, I don't know about Boane to stabilize a year system. No. Sa 2024, no. Ghana Lucy a year 45% of a year 4.69 billion cedar on what they started good for oil. No. In 2 years, not just say Sika, the Bank of Ghana, elusive from good for oil. No, Abusia, mind you, say good for oil, a policy. The NPP government, Edibaya no say, Anuna Beboa, Pa, Anuna Beboa, Ama Bank of Ghana, no, etumi, Amano Honomeno so. I was here this week here, Anna Atto forcing, Mr. Forcing, who is forcing the dollar to come down. Also by Parliament, Becca said, 1 liter of fuel be our to biano. You bet 1 Ghana cedis also. That's how 1 Ghana cedis no energy sector reforms are omo ye inti because say Dumsor pese ejiniti bano. They want to take their money. That's how sika no etumi abwa. My yato power, a free suppliers war, and I say to fuel, a free suppliers war, maintenance here to me in the energy sector. No.
To help raise additional revenue to fund the needs in the power sector, the government is proposing an increase in pump price of petrol, diesel, and related products. The impact will be absorbed by the gains made from the strong performance of the Ghana cedis. The Speaker, I repeat, the impact will be absorbed by the gains made from the strong performance of the Ghana cedis. And this will mean that consumers will not have to pay extra for the price of petrol and diesel beginning today. Right, Honorable Speaker.
I was also making promise the D-levy amount for the atono, the energy sector levy amount for be friendly D-levy or modiabano. Enya negative impact be our citizens. Because with the strong stabilization of cities, you know, and ya di anyoma bo ebekosoro. Enti say utop fuel on this is here 11 cities are. Nya de say because say ye de ebia ka ho and I say ye de 1 cedi bia to 1 liter so no o beton no 12 cities dabi. But rather omakasa aye system no in a way say affect you bia. And what promises say Ghana fo nya gide wo no mu ono kessel auto forcing. Obe force dollar no amana ko down more and I say be gina baby gina na fuel price no so e be gina baby gina into bia ka na koma antuniyem.
Honorable Speaker, our simulations suggest that there will be no increase in the pump price of petrol and diesel in the next window beginning today if the levy is imposed. This is because of a strong Ghana cedi. Right, Honorable Speaker, the levy will serve as a dedicated source of funding to the power sector, and the proceeds will be earmarked for the procurement of essential fuel for power generation.
Abusiano na minority no so sorry no mo se da bi we U10 crocodile the John ana mo de ye no Adentina mbe e-levy efiri e-levy na obia tua nkete but we no Ghana ni bia betua 1 Ghana cedis. 1 Ghana cedis na ode to 1 liter so na sa 1 Ghana cedis no ebetumi affect obia busu yenya NPB for omomoko radio stations ekokasa one person oka asem efa sa energy sector levy D levy Dumsor Levy miracle aboaje na miracle chirima se dollar no kosoro enfo obia ho but the moment I be increase the price of fuel no affect obia enti miracle aboaje NPP communication member say no aban aye enkrokro de John na sa 1 cedi na omodi ato a liter of fuel so no obia benya impact won
obi opa $1 so ebra 2 cedi. It will not have an impact on the Ghanaian market woman or Towade or Malata Senia Yato Petromu. You know that for a fact. Opa $1 so bra 50 pesos. Any impact. Tisenia mamino koto kwedu any bayre ewe yeji at the bank no. Inti clearly no. The Omaya know what it means is that the drivers unions are going to increase their transport fares. Or may revert it to the original fares or even more. They are going to pass it on to the passengers. Next say market to men or more market can also be passing one of my. We are now better TV in radio sakache and say Okadeko high sense cap from 40 near Masuntino and only a sign of reducing burden. Na Ghana hano sa glamour shops no sa mega stores no Ghana for the doors in a day kotonia ho. Now market one ya tomatoes and trowa meko Jenny at the end of the day, a bono quite a cost race and say, we are 1 cedi. I will share what was at to your bottom you 1 cedi. Aquacoton, you live you high life. Yanko Ponqua and then a crofo. O my young one day, Dachi, ye baby and you man one time. Me that's you be.
Abusia still on government issue, no. Road Minister governs Kwame Agbuja and the HAC contractor be ayede tamali to Waliwale. Road in Emane say onye. According to the road minister, no, 1% of the job per annum since 2022 the contract no ama Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ekutwa asum
passionately about why contractors are not paid. Colleagues, listen. Just this morning, I gave you a snapshot of a little things that happened in my ministry. Where your government paid somebody 30, those contractors who worked and were not paid were there. When you paid a contractor $30 million for no work done. $30 million. And that contractor was a contractor that the former vice president actually took and did short cutting and promised everybody. When contractors were working. Listen. You have created a mess. Mr. Speaker, in fact, that is why I am demanding that part of the money that I would have used to pay contractors is the $30 million you gave to a contractor for doing no work. For doing no work. You see, for doing no work. You ignored those, you ignored those who have worked. You ignored those who have worked for up to 21 billion and you didn't pay them, yet you were paying a foreign contractor $30 million for doing no work. Mr. Speaker, I am 100% in support of the finance minister to audit the payments before we pay. Yes. If I rushed to ask him to pay, the finance minister would have paid additional $14 million to the contractor who you paid the $30 million. For no work done. Will you be happy about that? So indeed, we are going to pay contractors, including the contractors in the minority leaders constituency. The only thing I realize is that you are good at identifying contractors who haven't been paid, but you actually forget to pay them all the time. The contractors working towards Winneba, when was the last time they were paid? Mr. Speaker, I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, I am not a selfish minister. Is it not the Winneba MP? The ecosystem of the economy is not only about road.
since 2022 no, the contractor, the said contractor no aye just 1% of the road. And I was answering $30 million US at the free aban. And this year the Minister of Road, Kwame Abuja, governs. I say contractor no office canembra. Contractor no office canembra because Wontumi meji yesika. So kwaye tamale to wali road. Now only 1%. Now meji $30 million US. Now the NPP and I said the minority no embet na parliament in kase na munjua contractors for ka munjua contractors ka. Abuja ochirema na contractors bebre aye adwuma. Contractors bebre o wa no ma aye adwuma but government na ntua omoka. But this tamale to wali contractor oye adwuma 1% no and you tua the ka $30 million US. Na ochirema sankaneni ambre anye hwehwemu anhote the payment of contractors are. And you know can say can sound so tua $14 million US e dia aka no ho. Wa bra adwuma no why 1%. Enti eni am no can say governs Kwame Abuja. I say the contractor no ye tamale to wali road no. Ombra no for aban sika man. This is one of the government stories a trend our system. If you are young the health sector, nurses for eco strike. Nurses for eco strike. Obey says adding nurses for eco strike. Adding in Jomoka. Nurses for you Jomoka. Na dia mai omoko strike and say, only nurse in you now. Or share man for yaren or yaren so hospital. She's on Suchiaka.
In case you don't know the reason why we are on strike, we are not asking for too much from the government. And you be how possible say nurse in your area no hospital Treska. Maybe na me really no. Me ya when insurance what. Now say me say to me as you don't know. Oh my son me say okay. My main cause yes special request now. My girl was on join say. Na yet sure a music club ni a debe year drop mommy. Make her try make her 236 something. Hey, like seriously. Auntie, wait, baby. And you baby can see you see a buy no and take care of our medical bills. Is that one too much to ask?
Auntie that nurses are more a Ghana in our strike. According to the Minister of Health, no, or say what try so better to more now on your maintenance no more dinkomo. But still na Wontumi rechomo. And leaders now more nursing nimuno. As it stands now, on minister can boldly say omuni Ghana. After so mu declare strike no omunina omo free Ghana. So omo ko holidays so omo go yedin you. Enti we no so bi nim say planting on planners on person omo ko holidays because according to no no person obey in the public crowd but he has tried very much. Say nko ni omo bedi nko but or try bia emfa.
Very frank with you. Let me be very frank. You are pushing me. Let me be very frank with you, sir. As I speak to you now, my friend, the leaders are not available even in the country.
Oh wow!
I'm telling you, I didn't want to say this. Today, I have called personally beyond all legality. So, I have to worry anything and reach out. They're not in the country as I speak to you now.
Oh,
but we need to engage even tonight. Where am I getting them?
Oh,
they are not in the country.
Nah.
I saw my mother in the grave.
Oh, mu declare strike no matu
I am telling you, Obi, I'm not missing words.
Yeah, and in their way, apart from the leadership, no, you cannot be engaging members. No, it can't. That might be a bit difficult. Yeah, that's really a serious situation. Wow.
Ask yourself and answer that question.
Wow.
You see my position at the moment. Obi, I can tell you where I was even yesterday. I had to stop whatever I was doing and come.
Yeah, but I mean, Rwanda on the Africa medicines, Mimi da wait me for when I saw pictures and I'm wo. It one now free bar and run adwi.
Me say me obi me do airport manko office manko fie straight to the field. Straight. Me no kasa nyina me come ask your reporters. Ask your reporters. We had clear marching orders from Mr. President to go and pursue this African Medicine Agency Director General issue to make sure we are in a stiff contest with Morocco.
Yes.
Me free hono me trust me do have 11 12 yeah. Straight to the field. I've visited about 4 facilities now. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You back when you Ghana for. Obi ma me betia wo ye nurse ni ama me betia yare. Wo papa betia yare. Nurse na kwa betia a patient at any given time.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sometimes Obi, me no beka say, o say assembly see me ngati interview bia.
Sure.
Ma dwenwa say there say na me beka. Na de me beka no how will people take it?
Take it.
But they do baby nso a wan kasa obi nso nti the government side. Obeka say won fa ho. Obi, do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because na me say dey see nyina oni oman mu ana onche ya na. So sometimes you are forced to grant such interviews for people to also hear their echo.
The side
of the say my engage you mo. Sabi media academy nim ni say obi enfiu unyo obi amani ntie wasem a eno ye stronko. No be. Even after the announcement, I invited them to my office. Say my no papa no nsramo. Nesramo. Mudie munjai we ni emfa Obi even at the beating. Masa.
But main issue omoka ho asem and say as nurses are no hwe amount for taking care of people although they are paid. But se nurse ni yare na so ko hospital obusuya na ya gi nurse ni sika. Nurse ni na oyare ohwe amount for no yare a nurse ni kwa awoso ono ankasa mtua ne medical bills. Test bi obeyi bia awoso ono aye. Ti abusuya ene nanam so ama nurses a omo Ghana. Some call strike. Social stories are training in Ghana right now. A training this week in Ghana. One man I friend is Yao Ejekum. Yao Asante Ejekum. No Motofita. According to information, Yao Ejekumi was arrested in 2002 and Okocha remand for 8 years. After remanding a sentencing for 30 years imprisonment.
Enti debi me wono ama me yare na me koko ni woko no ama wasori dem me reche me si e hwehwe me se me no ma kwa kokoko me kan bibia o ma nje atu ama ya che me anti me sister be do waju more than 6 months ne dem call man 8 years try man 8 months 2010 we jail me 30 years si me se me menyehwe ti ama me shop na no shop o koro shop na egu enough for food na shop now ye den shishi moto mi ame wo mi shop never e wo koroko
aden ne sentence na ye say na okam atayi enkofo no ho ana omo gigi sika efra manfo ana so omo kobokro no according to man no so o say atayi just a customer to ono because ono no ye fitter mechanic ni nti atayi so a taxi driver atayi di ne car ebre no according to man no ade a oyema atayi ane say atayi di ne car bound but because omoye client no omoye adwuma achinti no onu ni ma atayi ni fie and after that no so onim ni ye pa because car bia atayi di ba ama ne ye man abusuan ene ya me no ka say the appeal court Accra acquaintino the man has been acquainted ye charges are edanu sunyina from so say onkofie after serving for 20 good years in prison. Abusia, what makes the story very sad cry and say as I said man nebe ko no wo babema baako anafi ne yere so awo just 1 month ana ye de ne ko shemu and after serving for 20 years in prison no afi ne ye yi no
more than 6 months ne de me call man 8 years try remand 8 months 2010 we jail me 30 years si me se me menyehwe ti ama me shop na no shop o koro shop na egu enough for food in
Shop now, yeah, then.
Shishi moto. Near me, me shop. Never. They were Koroko. And I'm a bad boy about. And I'm a barn, so now when you're like 1 month. Next, they were not a boy, I mean, pie. No being say, I said, I did to me so. Minimum tree. What I said. And they are tagging me, say, and I conform me, so me mock or not. Me, my Juma, I may. What I say, and you be by your Juma. Won't be besides a Juma Ben or yet. As an way in a Juma.
Abusia de bisa say compensation ben na wo hwa ye de ma saman ye beboa no. Abusia after that no one lady your friend Mavis Nkrumah wedi 30 years and it is alleged say or the ade aye to say acid e de egu ne boyfriend ani. Wa bra ne boyfriend e ka kire ne say opese o mun break it up. According to story no, omo atena for some time. Now after some time no, be man hwep oba ni suban a emfa. Into a catcher and say, baby, I didn't do need own to me no entnebi. And upon that, no, and a 1 anajo, as at 1 a.m. anajo, and a girl on the bar, bear manifi, so a person in Ninkomo. I feel ni dim komo, every year no catcher and say, okay, or person uncle sin with ye. I was upon that, no, and a bearman or a taxi driver. Okay, so obekwa kusino, e wofi. Eti omokono, edi kodu baby a lady no ewono. Na ebusia ekwan baby a lady ni fie no ono mo ben wo na ekwan ni ye ana guy ka kire lady say ahade ne car ni ntumi nko because of bad road na wo enti no onsi na ona ntenko oba ni si form no still no ne be ma ne bonkomo ana friend say ombra no obisa for the last time say enti osi ontumi ni ntena bi mana ana be ma ne ka say ani ontumi ni ntena ebusia obi ni baby a na liquid substance no ewo and I say liquid substance no na ekuta lady no abusia lady no ehwie acid e de egu guy nanim amende guy no nanim nyina asheshe na baby asemi course ye ofanko 7 days stretch no so ana asemi esiye nti abusia assistance now there Mavis Nkrumah who is alleged say onuna wahwie acid e de egu ne boy animu no and the boy Gideon Frimpong animu no and they Mavis ya cheno police for eguso a eye nhwehwemu but adofo mo ben ho eye fast rush abrante your friend Gideon Frimpong e de no call hospital and the Gideon Frimpong responded to treatment. Mavis Nkrumah yesi enini jai o se onte ase Mavis akofa acid e de abegu Gideon Frimpong enim ama Gideon nim nyina hwehwe owie no dwane senko o free Ghana akọ ana police for achina ende ohye aba ye se ohyemu se amani bill so confused so ye den ende all police for akacha or assisted for investigation.